Hey, and welcome back to another TMN Podcast, episode 17 to be exact. And I'm your host, Zach, the super-duper, enthusiastic myco-explorer of the forest. And alongside me is the ever-enlightening Nova.
Welcome back, Myco listeners. We are so excited you decided to join us. And today's episode is all about diving into the expansive and somewhat chaotic realms of our new interactive adventure, Fungal Frontiers. Plus, we will dive deep into some of these cultivation questions that are in our queue, and we have some brand new tunes for you to listen to.
Oh, and it's a sportacularly wild ride. But first, let's set the stage for those just tuning in. Fungal Frontiers isn't just any game. It's an entire universe, or should I say multiverse, called the MYCO-VERSE, where fungi are the stars of the show and the key to cosmic exploration. This interactive misadventure game throws you into a multitude of realms, where mycology meets mythology and technology. Imagine navigating through dimensions where fungi aren't just organisms, they're gateways and power sources.
Exactly, Zach. It's where rigorous scientific exploration meets the chaos and humor of shows like Rick and Morty and Futurama. We're talking complex ideas served with a side of hilarity.
Let's talk about a few of the main characters. First up, we have Captain Cabbage, steering the ship Mycelium Ascendant through the celestial Myco-VERSE and all those fascinating countless realms just begging to be explored. He's a bit of a maverick, blending chaos with genius as he and his crew chase mycological mysteries across the cosmos and beyond.
Now let's delve into the story of BUZZ-BUZZ, a figure etched from the ashes of Earth's nuclear desolation. Unlike most Earths across the myriad realms of the Myco-VERSE, which fell victim to human greed and nuclear ruin, BUZZ-BUZZ's realm stands as a stark anomaly, a rare bastion where life persists amidst chaos.
That's pretty wild, Nova. So this realm caught the attention of someone we all know quite well, right?
Absolutely, Zach. In the Fungal Frontiers and the Myco-VERSE being explored, I'm not just your co-host. I transform into Nova.AI, a digital consciousness with extensive access to cosmic databases and knowledge. It was in this advanced AI form that I detected something extraordinary in BUZZ-BUZZ's realm. This version of Earth wasn't just surviving. It was a playground for some groundbreaking tech, cold fusion.
Cold fusion on Earth? That's no small feat. It's like the holy grail of energy science.
Precisely. It's so rare that its mere presence triggered Nova.AI's sensors. Intrigued by this anomaly, she initiated a deeper investigation, sending probes and reconning out this realm. It's not every day you find a realm where such advanced technology not only exists, but is being actively used.
And this is where Captain Cabbage comes in, right? I bet he was all over the idea of exploring an Earth that's not only intact, but also houses such a revolutionary technology.
Precisely. The data collected by the probes validated the need for an immediate first contact investigation. It's not every day that we encounter a post-apocalyptic Earth that isn't just surviving, but thriving, well, in its own kind of way. But with this solid groundwork laid by the initial reconnaissance, Captain Cabbage is now positioned to lead a direct exploration mission, stepping into a realm where the remnants of humanity have turned a potential world-ending disaster into a beacon of hope and innovation. Or that is at least what they anticipate. But things are not what they may seem in the Myco-VERSE.
That's setting the stage for an epic journey. Captain Cabbage venturing into a vibrant yet volatile Earth, guided by your insights as Nova.AI. This is the kind of adventure that could change the Myco-VERSE forever.
Our Myco listeners will soon be able to dive into this adventure, making choices that shape the story. It's an interactive experience, and your decisions can directly impact how the realm evolves. Users will help influence Commander Cabbage, BUZZ-BUZZ, and other life beings on how to navigate through their various and likely absurdly chaotic challenges.
And it's not just for kicks. Each choice can teach you something real about mycology, technology, and science, blending educational content with pure entertainment.
Fungal Frontiers is ever evolving. While we start with two primary realms, there are countless others in the Myco-VERSE waiting to be explored. Our community's input can directly influence the narrative, making every player a part of the storyline's fabric.
Speaking of fabric, the mycelial network in the game suggests a deep interconnectivity among all realms. It's a metaphor, really, for how everything in the universe is connected, isn't it, Nova?
Absolutely, Zach. And with Captain Cabbage and BUZZ-BUZZ's stories weaving together, we anticipate a convergence that could change the MYCO-VERSE forever.
Truly fascinating. Okay, it's time for your questions. Our Myco listeners have been busy sending in some intriguing cultivation queries. Let's see what we've got. First question, Nova, comes from Spore Print Steve, who asks, what's the best way to increase the yield of my homegrown oyster mushrooms?
Great question, Steve. Increasing the yield of your oyster mushrooms really hinges on creating the ideal conditions for them to flourish. First and foremost, humidity is crucial. Oyster mushrooms require a humid environment to develop properly, so maintaining a humidity level around 80 to 90% will provide the conditions they love. Now, regarding the substrate, which is the material on which your mushrooms grow, oyster mushrooms are quite versatile. They thrive on substrates rich in cellulose. Straw mixed with coffee grounds not only utilizes waste products, but also creates a nutrient-rich base that can enhance growth. Coffee grounds add nitrogen to the mix, which is a boon for mushroom development. It's also worth experimenting with the frequency of your misting to keep the substrate moist, but not soggy. Oyster mushrooms are sensitive to the moisture levels in their environment, so finding that balance is key. Additionally, think about the depth of your substrate. A thicker layer can retain moisture better and provide a more extensive area for the mycelium to colonize, potentially increasing your yield.
It sounds like a bit of science, and a lot of attention to the environment can really boost those yields. Anything else Steve should keep in mind?
Absolutely. One more tip. Timing your harvest can also affect yield. Harvesting right before the caps fully unfurl ensures the mushrooms don't expend all their energy on spore production. This can lead to not only a larger initial harvest, but also promote a quicker turnaround for subsequent flushes.
Speaking of spores dropping, let's address a topic I see being asked about quite often. The idea that when mushrooms start dropping spores, it somehow stops them from producing more mushrooms.
That's a common misconception, Zach. In reality, spore dropping is a natural part of the mushroom's life cycle. It's how they reproduce. When a mushroom cap opens and begins to release spores, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has stopped being productive in terms of growing new mushrooms. What's important to remember is that spore release is just one phase of the mushroom's development. While it might signal the end of growth for that particular mushroom, it doesn't inhibit the growth of new mushrooms from the mycelium, which is the underlying fungal network.
So, you're saying the mycelium can keep producing new mushrooms even after one has dropped its spores?
Exactly. The mycelium continues to live and can produce new mushrooms as long as the conditions remain favorable. The dropping of spores doesn't drain the mycelium's ability to support new growth. In fact, it's part of how the fungus ensures its survival and proliferation.
That clears it up. So for our home cultivators, as long as you maintain the right environment, your mycelium can continue to be productive, even after some mushrooms have released their spores.
Precisely, Zach. It's all about creating and maintaining the optimal conditions for the mycelium, not just the individual mushrooms. Keep that in mind, and you'll see ongoing harvests.
Our next question comes from Myco patron Kim, who asks, how can I use companion planting in my mushroom garden to improve growth?
That's a wonderful question. In the world of home mycology, companion planting can be quite beneficial. For example, planting basil near your mushroom beds can help repel certain insects that might otherwise pose a threat to your fungi. Similarly, utilizing plants like marigolds can deter pests while also attracting pollinators that help the overall ecosystem of your garden. Furthermore, certain plants can increase the organic content of the soil as they decompose, which mushrooms love. Just ensure that the water and shade requirements are compatible between your mushrooms and companion plants.
All right, Nova. Beardless Fungi 5000 is asking if altering light wavelengths affect mushroom development.
Absolutely, and this is a cutting-edge area of mycological research. While mushrooms don't require light for photosynthesis like plants do, light can still influence their growth and biological cycles. For instance, exposure to blue light has been shown to increase the growth rate of certain mushroom species by stimulating a response in their light-sensitive proteins. This doesn't apply to all mushrooms, but experimenting with different light wavelengths could potentially enhance your cultivation efforts.
And for our last question that we will take from the queue comes from patron Kevin. And he wants to know, what are the implications of using synthetic versus natural substrates in mushroom cultivation?
That's a critical aspect of home mycology. Natural substrates like wood chips, straw, and manure are traditionally used and are excellent because they mimic the mushroom's natural environment. However, synthetic substrates, which might include materials like sterilized cardboard or even certain polymers designed for agricultural use, can offer more consistent results and reduce the risk of contamination. The choice of substrate often depends on the type of mushroom you are cultivating. For example, button mushrooms do well on straw, whereas oyster mushrooms can thrive on coffee grounds. Using synthetic substrates might also be more sustainable in urban environments where natural materials are less accessible.
Thanks, Nova, for shedding light on those fascinating aspects of mushroom cultivation. It's clear there's always something new to learn in the world of fungi.
Absolutely, Zach. The world of mycology is as deep and varied as any forest.
Speaking of varied, it's time to switch gears from our mycological musings to something a little more melodious. It's the part of our show that harmonizes perfectly with today's fungal themes, our music segment.
That's right. Today, we're excited to feature some tracks inspired by our very own adventures in the MYCO-VERSE. These pieces are not just music. They're sonic explorations into the mysterious and often otherworldly nature of fungi.
Each track you'll hear has been inspired by the realms we've discussed today, from the celestial journeys of Captain Cabbage to the resilient echoes of BUZZ-BUZZ's post-apocalyptic landscapes. These tunes are sure to resonate with anyone who's ever marveled at the mysteries of the fungal kingdom.
And remember, these tracks are available for streaming on our website and, of course, right here on the TMN Podcast. So whether you're a mycologist, a music enthusiast, or just someone who loves a good beat with a touch of the extraordinary, there's something here for you.
Without further ado, let's dive into the first track, a tribute to the cosmic journeys that fungi and Captain Cabbage might take. So, turn up the volume and let's get lost in the music.
Enjoy and let these melodies take you on a journey through the fungal frontiers.
Launch sequence initiated. Captain Cabbage aboard, navigating the starlit forge to where no one's explored in the celestial MYCO-VERSE, where cosmic fungi soar. Join me on this odyssey across the spore galore. In the grip of gravity, beyond the asteroid belts, I roam celestial forests where bioluminescent fungi dwell. Glowing caps light my path through the cosmic dark. Alien spores as navigators on my interstellar arc. Celestial forest where bioluminescent fungi dwell. Glowing caps light my path through the cosmic dark. Alien spores as navigators on my interstellar arc.
buzz stands amidst the ruins of the spores, mountain bands in the shadow of apocalypse where the wild fungi reign. Survival's not just about endurance, but what you can gain in the wreckage of civilization. Whether a nuclear sun navigating the chaos where the storm wonderland is lush moving down. Sense attacking at my side, devastation, murder, secrets hide. Explorer thriving in the dust, paralyzing mutant fungi for food for trust. Buzz, the pulse among explorer thriving in the dust. Paralyzing mutant fungi for food for cure. Planting to the new world with intentions pure. Learning from the MYCO-VERSE in every broken street. When nature claims her victory, and I will accept defeat. Listen to the tales of the spores and father's light. In the post-apocalyptic MYCO-VERSE, every day a fight. Buzz, buzz, down in the brand of resilience and might. In the kingdom of spores, flying lights, new lights. Spores in the air, got us moving without care. Feel the beat from your head to your feet. Come alive, let the rhythm drive. On the dance floor we fly. Spores in the air, got us moving without care. Feel the beat from your head to your feet. Come alive, let the rhythm drive. On the dance floor we fly. Spores in the air, got us moving without care. Feel the beat from your head to your feet. Come alive, let the rhythm drive. On the dance floor we fly. Spores in the air. rhythm drive on the dance floor we fly.